Then I saw in the right hand of him who sat on a throne a scroll with writing on both sides and sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a mighty angel proclaiming in a loud voice, "Who is worthy to break the seals and open the scroll?" But no one in heaven or on earth or under the earth could open the scroll or even look inside it. Goodness, I read a thing. The Black Book. Specifically the prologue for a game called Black Book. Someone with gnarly fingernails. Any silly settings that we can muddle around with. What sort of game settings can we have? Text appearance rate. I rate the appearance of this text to be 85. Quite above average, but not perfect. What are you talking about? What does this do? Oh, I see, like how fast it comes up. Oh, well, I'll probably get on with it. It'll probably be alright. Let's just get on with the bleeding game, shall we? Let me tell you a story.
It happened in Sheridan, a town not far from here, surrounded by wheat fields and pine trees. In that town lived Vasilisa. She was chosen to be brought up to be a Zanatka. That's what we call sorceresses around here. Soon enough, Vasilisa fell in love with a man. Soon, a terrible thing happened. The man killed himself, and no one knew the reason. Those who take their own lives are doomed to an eternity in hell, a truth Vasilisa could not accept. Her teacher, old Egor, gave her the legendary artifact, the Black Book. But will it be able to bring him back? Asked Vasilisa. Yes, if you open all 7 of its seals, Egor replied. And so, Vasilisa and Egor set out to find a way to unlock the seals.
Goodness, how exciting. I'm very pleased with the professionality of the voice acting. And the fact that they pronounced the names for me, because goodness knows I would have offended quite a lot of people if I'd attempted to pronounce them myself. I don't know where that is, but never mind. Is this me? I think this is the grave of my character's fellow. I've slept badly this night. I've been waiting, hoping for your return. But you did not return. You did not again sit at the table. What are you up to now, my sweet? Where are you headed? From relatives and from the warm summer you've departed. There is no entrance or exit for you, it seems, from the cold Mother Earth, and no fence of a church to hold on to. Enough! I don't believe you did it to yourself. It will be well. All will be well. I will take the knowledge from Grandpa. I remember what you thought of that. But there is no other choice. I will drag you from that road myself. And you can sleep, for now. It won't take long. Goodness. Oh goodness, I am playing the game. So yes, good evening ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a game called The Black Book Prologue, which seems to be a little sort of game that I'm going to really struggle to play, because A, it's about Slavic folklore, which means it's going to have loads of words in it I'm not going to be able to pronounce, and B, it has something to do with card deck building for turn-based combat, which is something I've got no experience in, so this is going to go tremendously. What do we know of the forest? Is this a place that I can go? I need to go to the crossroads. The needles are golden already. Needles? What needles are you talking about? You mean like pine needles from a tree? I assume so. Unless you're just sewing with incredibly expensive tools. Oh, I'm turning that on and off. Oh. Alright, well, we'll leave the candle burning, because there's nothing more safe than a burning candle in a forest. Alright, let us, Adam's head herb. I'm sorry, what? Oh, it's a head that's called Adam's head. Right, I mean, it's a herb that's called Adam's head. Right, that makes slightly more sense. Adam's head heals, helps form light wounds. A useful thing in any journey. Restore 5 HP. Helps. Never mind. It's a healing potion, essentially. Cut it short. Sorry, from the phrasing, I thought it was a poison, but I think I stand corrected. Okie dokie. This is quite beautiful. I really like this this art style. It's I was going to say it reminds me a bit of Zelda Breath of the Wild, but having never played Zelda Breath of the Wild, I have no idea whether it's whether that's an accurate statement or not. Can I go this way into the field? Not really, no. I can just sort of fight with a fence for a while. Alright, should we try this again? Here we are. I think we found a bit of fence we can go through. I should mention that this is a prologue, so the rest of the game hasn't sort of been built yet, so this is sort of a bit like a demo. It might have problems in it, so please forgive it if it is not entirely complete. Right, may I go to the crossroads? Yes, apparently you go on a long journey. Aha, how to become a witch. Some sort of snake emblem. Yes, apparently you sort of journey around and you help people, and you do side quests, and you meet monsters, and you have to fight them, and all that sort of stuff. The darkness of this night is filled with anticipation. You are at Mikhail's crossroads with old Egor. You know the ritual that has to be done, but you've never thought of what may happen once it is complete. However, the time to draw the circle has come. Look around. Alright, I should do my best. Do we need to, like, collect bits and bobs for the doing of the ritual? Alright. What is this? The crosses here look old. Looks like they buried people here long ago. It's interesting. They have a kind of a sort of a triangle over them versus sort of crosses you'd have around here would of course just be the sort of the crucifix without this sort of funny triangle bit over the top. Curious. I have also just noticed the beady eyes of little demons in the distance, which is a bit worrisome. Can I have this herb, please? Which I think is this purple plant here, perhaps? Ah, good. Okay, another healing potion. That's good. To be honest, it looks more like a thistle than anything else to me, but what do I know? What is this? Some sort of road marker? A milepost, exactly. 16 miles. I don't know where any of these places are. Yes, knowing that it's Slavic, I presume that it's in like Eastern Europe, but beyond that I have nay these. Old enchanted candles from our hut. They will defend me from devils. Gives 3 of these things in the first round. Excellent. I presume that these are important or useful for something. Let me go and speak to Egor and see if he has any advice for me on what to do. You found the candles accidentally, yes. Well done. All by yourself. I did not teach an idiot. I mean, teaching an idiot is sort of the way you stop them from being an idiot, but never mind. That isn't the point. Now, let us draw the circle. Be careful not to leave any gaps, otherwise you will be crushed by the devils. Oh dear. I'm not very good at drawing, but I'll do my best. Right, I feel like we've made half a pentagram, but never mind. I've made the circle. Is it alright, grandfather? The circle is drawn. No gaps. Good. Too late to dither now. Interesting choice of words. You think that I can help him? Sure you can. You can do anything when you have the book, so says the legend. Well, go on. It is time for you to take my knowledge. Long time we've spent together. Parting with it is both hard and sweet. Well, take it. Oh, goodness. Yeah, would you look at that? What power blasts from that book. It's a very excited book, isn't it? The seal is open. It seems great sorcery lurks within you. Well, think about it later. Now speak the words I taught you. Read the spell or I'm scared. I've watched enough Harry Potter films to know that the phrasing of things is important when it comes to magic. I shall get up and not make the sign of the cross, but I shall go to the crossroads. On the crossroads I shall draw a circle and step into it, and I shall speak. good merchants, come and buy my cat. I don't think anyone would buy Bib. She's too cantankerous, but alright. For the cat gives me not an inconvertible robble, nor a fine hat. Do you have cats that go around getting hats? Because if so, I seriously need to get one of those. I'd love to have a cat that brought me hats all the time. Anyway, back to the spell. But bestow me with the knowledge of the dark, and the eyes with vision sharp. As I said, so it will be. My words are stone. They're also a bit confusing. Oh, goodness. I don't think that's a cat. I think that's a wolf. Here are your merchants. Now listen carefully. If you value your life, listen very carefully, my friend. How do I continue? To become a witch, you must defeat this demon. Time for your first spell. Welcome to your first battle. Thank you. I like how you say that as if you've just welcomed me into a restaurant. The battle consists of turns. First, it is your turn, then the turn of your enemies. You will win when you defeat all enemies. That is, when their health drops to 0. Okay, which presumably is this 13 that we've got here. Or maybe this is some sort of attack statistic that they've got. Alright. This is the Black Book. It contains all of your words that make up your spells. Right then. Try reading your first word. Okay. To end the turn, or press end turn button to read a spell. Oh, okay. So do I, like, string together different words in order to create a sort of a flurry of attacks? Let me try this one. And then I will go. I smacked him about, so I did. Enemy turn. What's he going to do to me? He's going to bite my face. I defended. Excellent. The word that was read is now overwritten. The Black Book changes each word after they are read. Ah, okay, so this blue stuff is defense. This will absorb enemy damage. Defense reduces the damage but remains active only until the end of the turn. Read the word with the defense effect. Okay, I shall do this with this man who's got extremely long arms. Right, I will defend. I feel like I should probably just attack him because I've already got maximum health, but never mind. Goodness, an action shot. Such enchanted words protect from demons, but this protection fades quickly. Okay, I understand. Now strike the demon with your words, with your spells. Each turn you may read several words. Ah, alright. You can now read 3 words, which are indicated by the empty places near the top of the screen. Words consist of orders and keys. At the moment, you can only use 2 orders and 1 key. Okay, the book has bookmarks to help you find necessary words. Okay, so I can look at my keys. Okay, and then I can look at my orders. Alright, well, I'd like to smack him about. I'd also like to defend myself, and I suppose I'll use a key as well for a little bonus damage. Right then, I am prepared for battle. So first we shall bap him. Then we shall defend. And then we'll follow up with a little additional bappage. I'm not actually sure that did any damage to him, but don't worry about that. This demon is nearly gone. Good. I think this time around I'm going to do a little bit more violent. A couple more spells will rid the world of it. The Black Book helps you in understanding the enemy. You can see what an enemy's intention is. Oh, I see, so they're going to attack me for 1 damage. Carefully consider the enemy intentions to foil their plans. I see, so if they were going to heal, for example, I should just pound them with lots of damage in order to try and kill them before they heal, but if they were just going to attack, then I should do some defense. Alright, I'm going to try just wailing on him. Oh no, I can't just wail on him, can I? Because I've only got so many words. Ooh, what does this do? I don't know what this does. Deals 3 each round. Oh, so these are sort of longer lasting. Can I do one of these? Yeah, apparently I can do one of these. Alright then. And then we'll do a defense as well. Why not? Just begin. So is this like a sort of like a status effect that last waste? I presume that means it didn't work. Or do you mean like he's going to waste away? Ah, I think the latter. What under the sun is that? It's big and it's angry. Alright, you are dead now. Isn't that lovely? What is that? Gates of hell. Oh, is that what they look like? Sheesh, I didn't realise. Enter this moor. You'll be a witch as soon as you return. Do I get a cool hat and a broomstick? Well, have a white road. What on earth are you talking about? I do not know. Alright, let us go forth and see what happens. Well, that was all a bit scary, wasn't it? Have I graduated from witch school now? I do hope so. If I stay here any longer, I'll be crippled with student debt. Right then, let us continue on our little journey. So you can run around with WASD, or I think you can just sort of... yeah, you can just sort of click in order to direct your character around. Let's have a look at the Black Rift. Oh dear. I don't think the Black Rift is dreadfully pleased to see me. Is that you? I should congratulate you. The first seal is open. Only 6 left. But will you be able to open the rest? This is another matter entirely. Oh, goodness. Who are you? What the devil are you? How rude! I am your chief advisor. It is I who grants your sorcery. I've also just realized the huge horns that he's got up here. I didn't notice those before. It is I who grants you your sorcerer's power. We will be acquainted more closely in the future, I assume. Oh, sorry. Be a bit more polite now. What do you know of the seals? How can I open the other seals? You can't figure it out yourself? Girl, I am disappointed in you. You're the one who lives in the gates of hell, mate. I'm just some peasant that wandered in off a farm. I'm curious, can the Black Book grant any wish? Indeed, it is as the legends dictate. Who knows, maybe you will soon meet your beloved one. Who is worthy to open the scroll and break its seals? No one in heaven or on earth or under the earth was able to open the scroll or look into it. And yet I think I'm going to get the hell out of here. Let me return to the land of the living. Not just yet. Just as soon as I get this thing out of my eye. Have you forgotten your purpose? I name you a witch. Oh, I don't have a hat. I wanted a big pointy hat I could charge at people with. Never mind. How many demons do you take for your service? I look at that as if I'm at the greengrocers and they're asking how many apples I want. I don't know, half a dozen? As many as possible. I think I'll just stick with one. I'm not a very good manager yet. I will surely only need one at the most. We do not give fewer than 3 imps. I will choose you the best one amongst the old imps of Egor. Now go. We will meet again. Right. It's not as cheery as that old wartime song, but never mind. Indeed. Is that all that I get, or is there a bit more in the prologue? I sincerely hope that there is a little bit more, because this is really rather fun. Oh, there does seem to be at least a little more. Well, are you awake? The sun came up while you were coming to your senses. I've dragged you home. Thank you very much. You couldn't have put me on a cart or something? No, just dragged me through the dirt in order to get my dress. Absolutely filthy. Thank you, friend. I understand that it is not easy to walk through the devil's world. So, you've seen it? Are we home? It seems as if it were a dream. The devil made me a witch. Oh, that's who I was talking to. I didn't exactly think I was talking to my aunt, but never mind. Well, then it is a good day! Yeah, you got a promotion from literally the king of hell, but alright. Wasn't worth celebrating, but never mind. Did I not tell you, you should have been a witch for a long time ago? What is this? I don't know what this is. I don't know. What is done is done. The legend tells that the wish is beyond the 7 seals. I could never open the first one. Here's the second seal, the Aspen one. How do I open it? Maybe it was that demon in the crossroads that did it? Maybe. I think that demons do play a part, but what spirit is the Aspen one? I will have to rack my head a bit. Maybe there's something in the books. You are now a witch yourself. I knew that you would not let me down. News of your enlightenment has been spreading. Must be, I presume this is a name, perhaps of a... Oh, this is the thing that you can highlight. House Spirit. A hobgoblin lives under the hearth or in the cellar. Oh, cool. I really like this. I like doing games about sort of foreign folklore, because we did Year Walk, which I think was about Swedish folklore? I can't remember, Scandinavian somewhere, I forget exactly where. And we did that Runo game that was about Finland, and we did that Baba Yaga game, which was about someone used in Europe, I can't quite remember, either Ukraine or Russia, I think. Now people will come to you for advice. I am old already, not many teeth left, and not with a witch's power. Now it is you who will help the people around here. Perhaps you will even bump into the right demon for your quest, because we all bump into demons like you bump into your music teacher in Tesco. I'm not entirely sure that's how it works, but hey-ho, what do I know? Well, while you are coming to your senses, I've already spoken with most of the visitors. There's only one left, and he is waiting behind the door. Look around for a start. Your book is over there on the table. You remember me teaching you the book arts? Afterwards, here are the visitor of yours. The wicked one has just been giving him trouble. Got it all? I haven't got the faintest idea what you're talking about. She-devil? He's got a beard. I don't think that's what he is, but never mind. Let us begin work. It is time to get to work. Search for spirits around the district. Maybe they will be lucky with the seals. We should not tarry. Who knows? Maybe after 40 days have passed, we won't be able to help at all. What on earth are you talking about? Never mind. It doesn't matter. Visitors are looking for advice, but also have different tasks to complete. You cannot start a journey before you listen to them all. The Black Book or Old Egor. Alright, may I pick my book up? You may change the pages in your book on this screen. Oh, okay. Please forgive my hiccups. On the right hand side of the screen, this contains the words that are in the Black Book at the moment. Okay, so I can see the different orders, and I can also see the different keys, and I can see sort of how many of them I've got, presumably. Okay, and behind my face it says minimum 13, and then in the middle it says 13, and then maximum is 33. So presumably that means I've got sort of 13 words, which is also my minimum, and at maximum I could have 33 words in my book. Okay, it's certainly shorter than the last Game of Thrones book, but never mind. The left side of the screen is the storage of pages. Pages can be stored with special filters. New pages are also rewarded after each battle and in certain in-game events. You may freely change the Black Book contents. To buy new pages, you need to spend rubles. Okay. The number of pages should be between the minimum and maximum number. Oh, they're pages, not words. Okay. That makes a bit more sense. I mean, it's still a short book. There's only 33 pages. It's more of a pamphlet, but never mind. You'll be able to buy even more pages later when you unlock the seals of the book. You may change the contents of the book at any time except during battle. Ah, okay. So these are like extra words that I've got at the minute. Okay, can I put some of these in here? Value of a spell effect is increased by 1 for each other spell of the same colour. Okay, so I've got 10 rubles at the minute. Receive rubles when you complete tasks for visitors and when you travel. Man alive, you usually have to spend pennies to travel, but never mind. You can buy new items for rubles, upgrading the Black Book and your house. Oh, you can do some home improvements as well. Sins reflects the amount of bad deeds you have done during your travels. Ah, I mean, I am a witch, so surely I'm going to be a bit mischievous. Alright, what are they? I've got my map. Ooh, this is cool. I can see different places. This presumably is where I need to go. I can look at my inventory with my candles that are left over. Let's see what else we've got. What have we got here? These herbs. Yes, indeed. We've got herbs and we've got artifacts, which I know the appropriate spelling of this time around, but never mind. I'm sorry, what? I don't know what that says. I'm going to assume it's like encyclopedia or something. Presumably these are like little writings to explain what things are. About the mill that stood still. A man once lived in our village. He told stories. One involved a miller that had to make offerings to the devil, or else the devil would have stopped the mechanisms of the mill itself. So as an offering he gave part of his stores of flour, grain, and breadcrumbs. On one occasion he forgot and gave nothing. Then, surely enough, the windmill was still, and the man went to investigate inside the mill. There sat the devil on the grinder, threatening him with his finger outstretched, then vanishing. So the miller gathered some tobacco and threw it at the shadowed corners of the mill at midnight. The windmill started working again, and the devil stopped its mischiefs. I didn't know throwing tobacco into the corners of the room were an effective method of preventing a devil, but never mind. What do you do if the room is circular and thus there aren't any corners in it? Do you just chuck the tobacco everywhere? Goodness only knows. So what is this then? These are short stories about real encounters with dark forces. Explore in-game worlds to find out more of these stories. Oh, okay, and this is the encyclopedia, which presumably explains things. Okay, so this is a region where I think we probably are, or near at least. We're located in the northern part of this other place. Again, I'm sorry, I'm not going to try and pronounce these things for the sake of not offending people. Some people's beliefs were closely interwoven with those of Christianity, and it created a unique cultural blend. The first trading route from Europe to Asia went through this area, and now every river and creek, every hill and mountain here is both part of Europe and Asian history. Ah, interesting. What about this? There's some initiation. As in any initiation, the sorcerer has to pass through the maw of the beast at the crossroads, the bathhouse, or whatever may constitute a boundary space. I'm sorry, what? What does that have to do with a bathhouse? Never mind. Most often the initiation was held at the bathhouse, which is why the beast is often represented by a fiery dog, because whenever I've been for a bath, there's no end of blazing dogs. Where I come from, there's like a rubber duck in the bath, but never mind. In different cultural traditions, this individual has to pass through the maw of the totemic ancestor. It is interesting that in this region, this tradition is partly preserved. In the geographic zone where Russian people interact closely with another group of people, these witches have to pass through the maw of a white swan. That sounds much more peaceful. A pike, which I think is a fish. I have no idea what this is. A lizard or a bear. Again, all of these sound like rather vicious creatures. All of these are totemic ancestors of this group of people. We can see that evidenced in the traditional bronze plaques and amulets. Oh, so this is a lot like Yearwalk, actually. This little encyclopedia of things to explain what's going on. Crossroads are one of the key points of travel between the world of the living and the depths of the underworld. It is a place that exists between boundaries to another world. This is why the heroes of legends is said to stop at a crossroads. He needs to choose his way. Any road that he chooses, though, leads to the world of the unliving. Oh dear. Here he has to battle the serpent, or something else, who embodies the undead, as well as overcome further difficult challenges. Goodness, and then my knowledge. Yes. Interesting. So kill enemies to earn experience and gain new abilities. I love that my experience is represented by a tooth which has come out, implying I've got my my jaw smacked in a couple of times by the beasts. All right, let's buy something. Let's have this one because it's got a cool skeleton and a toga. That sounds sort of exciting. Do I have that now? I don't know. Do I need to sort of bring that with me or something? There we are. Good. I popped my page in. Good. I think I'm about ready to continue. Right then, let us speak to the visitor. Hear what he has to say for himself. Hello, friend. A miller. You wouldn't be the miller who was chucking tobacco around earlier, would you? I come to you with an offering, some flour for your house. Please, hear me out. This is a nice job. People just turn up and give you stuff. I rather like this. So that's good. I've got a few extra pennies. I won't waste your time, but it is very important. Something terrible has happened at my mill. We were working in the night and began to hear strange sounds. Then a shadow began to darken a corner, the deepest, most impossible blackness. We ran for our lives. You are known for your knowledge of these matters. What should I do now? Peasants, spirits, and demons will ask for your help in magical matters. Demons. Demons asking for assistance from humans. Now, there's something I've never heard of before. Right then, you are a witch with a lot of knowledge after all. Okay, I feel like I'm woefully unprepared for this, but never mind. If you answer the knowledge questions correctly, you will receive a reward experience. Sometimes your answers will affect future game events. Oh, okay. To learn the correct answer, you should explore the world and the encyclopedia, yes, which shows short tales. You can access these at any time from the menu. You can also get a hint by pressing the knowledge button. You will receive only half the experience if you use a hint. Oh, okay. What may be behind such emanations? Well, if this is the story that we heard before about the devil and the tobacco, then I reckon it's a demon. Yay! I got 50 teeth. Giddy out. It's a bizarre way to be rewarded, but hey ho. Demons are at work! Well, do you think the millstone turns? Not by the wind alone, obviously. It is forbidden to use the windmill after night. But what will we do now? Please help me. We have an old item you may find some value in. You better give it up if we help you. Alright, Dad, hold on. We'll be alright. Just hold on to your horses. Alright, look around. What is going on with the Wicked One? He may be of use to us, you know. A new quest has begun. I will look what's going on with your imps. Thank you. I was told that you wouldn't let me down. Goodbye for now. Hooray. Also, I would just point out that I know that was like the very first question that it wanted me to answer, but it was a little obvious that it would have been demons because it was talking about magical matters, and the last time I met a brigand, there was nothing magical about them. His master at the windmill is not a regular one. Usually it is Leshy, but the miller has some demons. Well, I'll study these seals while you're off dealing with the mill. Indeed, to make your journey a bit easier, I will give you this herb. It is called Adam's Head. It will heal you if anything goes sideways, particularly a sword going sideways through my neck. It is now time for you to go on your way. The dark powers won't quell themselves. Well, have you got all of that? You want to ask anything else? Goodness, goodness, goodness. Where is the windmill? Where can I find the windmill? Don't you remember? Did you remember the one north of this place? A big village in the district where you were born and raised. The name means new village. Oh, that's imaginative. The devil works his spells there at night, so people say. Now go there, and be back home by sunrise. We have many things to do here. Okay, let us go for a little trot off then. Got it, grandfather. Time to go. See you tomorrow. Wait, one more thing. I love that we just have demons that just come and ask us questions and that we send off to other places. This is all perfectly normal. I've sent a demon to the village. He must have cursed someone. Go there, fix it, and you'll earn some money in the process. I'm sorry, why did you send a demon out there to cause mischief and havoc? Never mind. This is the map of travel. Each night, the map will be new. You can start travelling only after you've spoken with all the visitors. Okay. You may visit any available location, but your health will be replenished only after the task is completed. Your goal is to go to the location with the main task, but you cannot go to the main task location until you have visited all of the locations on the road. Okay, so I need to go here first. Can't sort of fast travel until I've already walked there. The game is saved automatically when you enter each location. You may save manually, but the progress will also be saved if you have just entered this location. Okay. You can open the map by pressing the current location name. How exciting. This wraps up the main part of the tutorial. We wish you luck in exploring the northern lands. Okay, north can be a bit scary at times, but let us go to the old riverbed. Sometimes, before I presume this is the name of a river, now this place is a swamp. In its murky waters, often demons and something else find their abode. Sounds a bit scary. Okay, let's go for a little walk and see what we find. The silver glow of the moon catches glimpses of the rotten waters. You hear dull croaks nearby. Come closer, draw a circle, or walk away. Well, the croaking's probably only a frog, so I'm not that worried. You come closer a couple of steps. Suddenly, a demon appears, horned and shadowed. Prepare to fight! An imp. Indeed. Right then. Let me... What's he going to do? He's going to do quite a lot of damage, actually. Yeah, and he's going to hit me, as you can tell by the great big pointing finger. Alrighty then. Let me Let me see what I've got to hand. Do I have any, yeah, here we are. Let's have a defense spell. Let's also have an attack spell. Let's have this one because it's 4. And then let's have a key, which is going to be this one for a bit of extra damage. Right then, let us begin. If I'd drawn the circle, would that have been useful for me? If it had been like some sort of protective circle that would have protected me from something? Okay. I don't know an awful lot about spells and incantations and those with the power to cast them. Oh my giddy aunt. Okay. So I can, like, build up a defense score, which sort of absorbs their damage, as it were, but then it gets taken down as time goes by. Okay, that makes sense. Let me use this spell, because that'll give me 3 healing, and then, why is it put at the end? Oh, probably because it was a key. And then we'll strike him a couple of times. Let's do a 4. Got anything else that would strike him? A 4 and a 3, that would do, wouldn't it? Right, let us go! Thinking about it, actually, I don't need to defend if I'm going to kill him, because he won't have enough time in order to hit me. But it's best to be on the safe side. Choose a new word. New spells will automatically be added to the black book. Alright, so we can have another one of these. So presumably then my spells are sort of consumed as I use them, which is interesting. What does this one do? The word stays active within a spell for 1 turn and affects other words, for example, well-versed ones. Well-versed. The value of the spell is increased by 1 for each other spell of the same colour. I don't know how colours work. I think I'll go with this one even though I have no idea what it does. Right then, I gained some experience points, I gained some money, and now we can continue, and I cannot even begin to try and read that for no other reason than the font. Right then. Okay, we have been to that place, now we need to go into the woods. Or we could go to the forest. Oh, I don't know where we should go. I don't know where this additional quest is. Can I, like, mark this on the map somehow? Oh, this is here. Okay, when he healed some cows. That reminds me of playing Dr. Taylor's Story. Alright, let's go off and do the main quest first, and then we'll see if we can come back and go this way. And go into the mansion as well, that sounds rather exciting. But let's try and be direct, so let's just go to the forest. An old forest near the river. This forest has a master. Each forest does. Am I going to have to battle with this master? Because he doesn't sound like the most cordial of sorts. Near the forest edge, you see a white towel on an old stump. There is a bottle of milk and some pierogi, which I think is a foodstuff, but I have no idea what it is. I seem to remember somebody making it in Hell's Kitchen once, which at least means it's sustenance. Near these gifts, there is a birch charter. Peasants from a village are asking Leshy to care for their cattle. Okay, change it, steal the gifts, or leave. I feel like stealing a gift would be a naughty thing to do, and changing it sounds a bit naughty as well. Perhaps we should leave the sacrifice. Yes, some affairs are best left as it is. Yeah, I don't really want to get in trouble for being mischievous. So, let us go to the lake. The lake on the left of the riverbank. It is said that 2 drowned here last year. It means that the site is dangerous at night. Which begs the question why we don't go in the day, but never mind. I like this. This is fun. On a high rise near the lake, you see 2 silhouettes. One is combing the long hair of the other. There is something strange about this uneven movements. You shiver in horror. Walk closer, read a prayer, come closer, walk around, sorry, or attack. This seems a bit violent. I feel like these are probably the spirits of the poor souls who drowned here, so let's read them a prayer and hope that that helps things. The black silhouettes disappear as soon as you say God's name. Goodness, I don't know if I mucked it all up, but hey-ho. This river flows through the ridge. Some in the village told me that this river is the tears. I think that is a lie. Right. Be a lot of crying and whimpering you'd have to do in order to cry an entire river. Right then. The shadow of an owl passes overhead. It has crossed your path, which is a bad omen since a man's path is intertwined with his destiny. What's wrong with owls? Owls are quite nice. but maybe it was trying to show you something. Follow the owl, go back, or read a protective spell. I'm going to go all in for this. I'm going to follow the owl, see what mischief it leads me into. You choose to follow the owl, deciding to follow the objects of a bad omen. Suddenly a swamp is before you, and you stop on its border. It is dangerous to go forward. You start on your way back and notice a devil's finger under your feet. What's a devil's finger? Devil is changing his claws so that new ones would grow sharper and stronger than before. That old fingers turn to stone and have healing properties. So they're sort of like wandering along, and then they sort of clip their nails, and then they carry on with their journey. Alright, seems a bit domestic, but alright. Let us go to the windmill and see what we find. The windmill stands on the borders of the worlds, the village and the forest. It is said that the miller is a witch himself, but not as strong as old Egor. Okay, as long as he's not as strong as me, then I don't mind. I can have a bit of a scuffle with him. The spruce branches part and an old mill stands before you. This place is filled with legends and stories from the surrounding villages. Those who have been here at dusk, or worse, at night, speak of dark phantoms in the windows of the mill, a sudden gust of the wind and other devilry. This is a place of dark energies. Goodness, how spooky. Can we wander around and see what we can find? So we could go inside the windmill. Interestingly, it has little cogs on there. There's like a puzzle or something. Should we get a herb? See what we can find. See if it's something useful. So more Adam's head. Good. Is that like Adam of Adam and Eve? Like Adam's apple? Or is that something else? Windmill log. What is this? It is a carrier log used to turn the mill. The old wood creaks in the wind. You can climb inside. There is a small hole in the wall. Inspect. The old windmill is creaking from the cold winds. It is not so often that you see these kind of mills in the district. New entry added. I feel like we're going to wander around a little bit more before we clamber inside. I imagine, however, that the fact that we can get inside via the hole in the wall means that this door is going to be locked. So let me check that. It is obvious the mill is old. Some wood has rotted, making more windows. You approach and try to turn the door, but it is closed. The lock is as old as the mill. One good strike with something heavy ought to break it. Oh, I can't just, like, kick it down? Alright then. I suppose that would be very ladylike of me. Mind you, I'm a witch, but I don't think it's dreadfully ladylike either. But there is an axe here, which would do quite well. It is hard to see anything past the dark glooms of the night. Nevertheless, you feel your eyes are getting better at seeing in the dark. The black book may be aiding you. Amidst the thick grass, you spot an old axe. Its blade is covered with rust. Let us take the axe to do a bit of smashing with. And have this herb as well. Indeed, not a healing potion, essentially. Alrighty then. So we could climb inside the back way, but that seems like the sort of thing that a crook would do. So I'm going to break and enter, because that isn't in the slightest bit criminal. Can I break it with the axe? The axe will help you, but will probably break in the process. It is too old and rotted. Maybe we should wander in for no other reason than keeping the axe, because the axe might come in handy for something else later. Let me see if I can climb inside. Climb inside. You clamber inside, but a misstep leads to a painful fall. Another attempt, and you are safely nestled in. Oh, okay. Okay, turns out I bit off more than I could chew. Okie dokie then, let's see what we've got. A wheel. Some sort of wheel put here by the miller, presumably not just for decoration. Some grinders. What are these? These grindstones are still. The blades of the mill are turning. How confusing. There's also some spooky eyes over there. To the second floor. Let's clamber up and see what we find. We find some more things. A chest. Is this chest going to have any treasure in it that I might be able to take as my workman's fee? This chest is for different tools useful at the mill. You find nothing of interest. Oh, alright. Any bits of pottery that I could steal? You study the cabinet. Along with different things, old pots and birch bark containers, you find a stack of silver rubles. It might prove more useful to you. I feel like it's wrong to steal things. I'm not convinced that's going to stop me from stealing things, but I still feel like it's wrong to do that. Broken wall. Because it said that I'd committed sins. You know, like in the book there's a sin meter. I'm not convinced I want to be being a naughty, sinful person. There is a broken block of wood. It seems that part of the windmill's mechanism and a reason for the grindstones standing still. Through a wall you see the woods. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Oh, hello. How are you today, sir? Oh dear, I feel I'm about to get murdered. The 13th brother. You've got a big family, haven't you? Alright, I'm reminded of that bit of the end of old Mr. Porter, but never mind. I expect you to see a wretched old man, not a beautiful maiden. Why are you here? Who are you? Let's fight! Why do you mess with the miller? Seems like an excellent question, but we're going to start asking why he's called the 13th brother. I didn't expect to meet a demon speaking in common tongue. I am an apprentice witch. Who are you? A demon, you say? Ah, you see, maiden, I am not your common imp. I am known as the 13th brother. I am guardian over the village, over the forests, and the secret hidden garden at its heart. I am also the guardian of this house. I am the unseen martyr. Well, I can see you. At your service. What kind of a name is that? The 13th brother? It is a name that has been whispered through time and across the lands until it became my name. I will tell you the story if you wish to hear it. There is still time until dawn. I must admit he's a much more cordial demon than I thought he'd be. Well, come on then, tell me. I am a scholar of shadowed things, of demons of the world. It is good to meet a sorceress that does not start hurling herbs and venomous phrases before engaging in the more illustrious art of conversation. Alright, so right you are, interested in history. Long ago, I had 12 brothers. I was the 13th brother, the youngest. At that time, there was a war. We were enlisted, you might say. I served under the strongest and most divine master. He kept me alive, allowing me to survive to become the last of my brothers, 13th and the final. So, all these years later, fate brings me here to talk to you. Why are you here, then? I am here because someone's messing around with the miller. What do you want with a windmill? You haven't figured that out? Not really. I'm not the brightest bunny in the hill. Maybe I was wrong about you. I thought of you as strong sorceress, a master of wit, deduction, and intellect. You must be mistaking me for anyone else on the planet. One endowed with knowledge others do not possess. I suppose not. The windmill is possessed, but a demon's presence here as spontaneous as it appeared. But is the demon's presence here as spontaneous as it first appeared? I must think about why he's here in the first place. Oh, okay then. Can I access my book? Because it said somewhere that I'd unlocked a new bit of information. Here we are. Windmills are rarer sights than watermills. This is because it is harder to catch the wind than just use the forces of running water. Often windmills are built with a moving roof that was operated with a special log. The wind could be caught just so that the wind blades could start moving with the greatest efficiency. The most effective kind of wind was not the strongest wind, but the moderate, even wind. Before the revolution, the blades were fitted with special fabrics, later in history with plywood. Well, how exactly does that help? The miller's swearing, no cross, or lured by sacrifice. How does that help? Do I have any other information about anything? Seemingly not. No. I can't spend my experience points or anything, can I? Oh, that's my health. I should probably mend that at some point. Can I go into my inventory and use a herb? I should like to use a herb, please. I don't really know how to use a herb. I don't know how to do that. Maybe I can only do that in combat. Alright, well, I'm in a pickle, aren't I? Because I don't really know how to get out of here. I'm gonna have to get a hint because I don't know what I'm doing. The windmill is possessed. Yes, I know you're talking about windmills. Sacrifice. Most often sacrifice is being made when constructing the mill so that the spirits would help the miller. The best sacrifice, the better the windmill works. Alright, so presumably it's something to do with the sacrifice. Am I the only one for thinking that this thing in the encyclopedia here mentioned nothing about a sacrifice? I didn't see the word sacrifice down here. I just see some information about efficient construction of energy creating devices. Hooray! You were summoned by a sacrifice. You have been here since you were created, inherent with this location. You are a strong one indeed, not to mention all the help that I had. I am bound to this weakling of a miller, but I want a good master. Take me to serve you, and you will have your reward from the miller and the reward of my presence on your journey. Alright, I mean it's better than hitting you over the head with a rusty axe. So be it, I could use a demon like you, if for nothing else, the conversation. Wait, perhaps you are not as strong as you seem. Why, because I agreed? There has yet to appear such a sorcerer whom can outmatch the 13th brother. Oh, this has not gone tremendously well, and I don't have nearly enough stuff in order to get away. Oh gosh, okay. Can I use a herb and heal myself a bit? Whoop-de-doodle. Okay, he's going to defend a lot, which isn't going to do me a hell of a lot of good, because I doubt I'm going to be able to do 13 damage to him. Funky music! Like me a bit of funky music, so I do. Oh, I don't know what to do, really. Because I don't want to, like, waste my spells attacking him when it's not going to do any good. Let me try doing this, for no particularly sensible reason. And, no, let's have another order. The other order will be to hit him some more, I suppose. And then we'll have a key, which will be a heal. I think that heals me for 1 point, maybe. I doubt it's going to do any good, though, because it's just going to wear down his defense. Oh, he hasn't defended yet. Ah, I see. Yes, now gave me a health point. Enemy turn. So he's going to defend himself, isn't he? Okay, so now he has the defense points that I need to wear down. What's this? Oh, this is something that's like lasted from a previous effect, wasn't it? What's he going to do? Attack seals 1 random page. Duration 4. I'm going to pretend like we've got the faintest idea what you're talking about and defend. And, deals 3 damage each round, ignoring defense. That would be useful to have, because he's not going to be able to defend against that. And then I suppose I'll defend myself a bit, in case he chooses to strike. Yeah, so that didn't do any good, because that didn't get past his defense. So then we got the wasting effect, and then we've got some other stuff happening. Goodness only knows what I did. Okay, so yeah, I either need to... Oh, his defense has gone down now, so his defense only lasts for a turn. Okay. Interesting. So I'm going to try and wail on him a bit, I reckon. And try and get a good bit of damage into him before he's able to... to hit me again. Yeah, let's just try and do loads and loads of damage, because all he's going to do is defend himself, so he's hardly going to hit me. So let's just hit him a bit. This is quite interesting, actually. I like this. I've never played a game with turn-based combat before. Oh, that was the wasting effect that did the damage to him, wasn't it? I forgot about that. Yeah, oh. It's okay, so he's going to do 8 damage. So I'm going to do that for 5 resistance. I could do that for another 5 resistance. I could do that for 3 resistance. Yeah, let's do that for 3 resistance. Yeah, I like this, because on the one hand the combat is kind of tense and exciting, but on the other hand it allows you to sort of slow down and think about it a bit, which is quite exciting. Do I have no keys? Have I run out of keys? Oh no, that was a key. I already did a key. Oh, sorry. Increases damage in each word for 4. Alright. I'm going to sit here and pretend like I got the French idea what we're talking about. Let's hit him with that again, because that's always quite a useful thing to have. Oh yeah, because all... Oh no, I was going to say all my damage isn't going to do any good. No, it is, because we're defending first in order to protect myself from his attack. Yep, so he'll hit me, but I've defended from that, so I haven't taken any damage. Then the wasting effect should hit him again soon. I think I've run out of this. I think I've used it too many times. So I would like to defend as much as I can, but I also need to see if I can hit him a bit more. So let me do that for 5. That's pretty useful. Could do that for another 3 again in order to protect myself, which probably is wise. And then we'll try and hit him for another 4, because then he'll be down to 20 health. Okay, let's do it! It's interesting. I said I've never played a turn-based combat game before. I've also never played a game that's sort of deck building, which is quite interesting. Oh good, and that wasting effect is still hitting him. I think we've still got one more round of that, maybe? So he's going to defend himself at the end of this, so I can just hit him as much as I want now. So I don't have much that I can do, actually. Maybe I should just hit a load of waste away effects on him. I could heal myself for a point, I could attack him for a couple of points. I'm going to attack. It's probably not the correct decision, but I want to try and get as much damage into him now as I can while his defense is down. So let's double up the wasting effect. Hopefully that does double it up, and I'm not just wasting spells. There we go. Good, good, good. Now, let's see. He's going to attack me, so I should defend again. Then I am going to defend again. And now, hitting him isn't really going to do an awful lot of good for me, so I'll try this Bless. I don't really know what this is going to do, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a blessed try. I mean, I'm hoping that damage boost is going to benefit my wasting effect. I think I defeated him, which frankly is a shock. 666 experience! Brilliant, and got the old pounder, whatever this is. Miller inherited this pounder from his witch ancestors. Good for him. I'm going to sit here and pretend like I have the faintest idea what it is. You took the demon for your personal service. He will now be asking for work as any other imp would. Hang on, I've employed him and now I have to do jobs for him? That's not how employment works. I've employed him, so now he does work for me. He will ask for work as any other imp would. The mill is now without a spirit. It is not your business anymore. Hooray, we did it. I'm most pleased with myself. Frankly, I'm shocked I survived that fight, but never mind. I think we are back home. And then he disappeared. He won't be ruining work at the mill any longer. So you took a sacrifice upon yourself. I hope it won't backfire. Well, while you were gone, I had to think about the seals. Every single piece has its meaning. Every seal needs a devil. The second one is the Aspen one. We have to think about what to do next. Game over. Thank you for playing the prologue. Oh, what perfect timing. I was about to end the video. Add the game to your Steam wishlist and stay tuned for the latest news and updates. This is a really fun game. I really like this. It's really, really nicely put together. It's got nice, strong gameplay in it and a very nice, detailed... I was going to say story. That's not quite the right word. Sort of lore and world that's built around it, I suppose. But the story itself does seem quite intriguing, sort of going through and battling with all these mystical seals in order to let the character have their happily ever after. So that's nice. Yeah, I really like this. It's obviously well designed in the sense that a numpty like me, who's never played turn-based combat before, can still not completely suck at it. So that's nice. So yeah, I really like this. It's really fun. It's very enjoyable. I have no idea if it's true or not to the mythos that it's based upon, but I presume that it is. So yeah, I really well enjoyed that, and I hope you did as well. So thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night. Cute little mouse. It's like a little harp. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over your nice introductory music. Am I meant to be contributing to this? Have I crashed the game? Yes, I have, haven't I? Excellent job, Phil. You haven't even started the bloody thing and you've already lost the game. Don't bother reporting the bloody problem to Microsoft, just report it to my therapist. This time we'll do it again, and this time I won't break it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break your game, I'm just a bit stupid. I shall sit here patiently this time and try not to break anything.